2022 NFL season between the Miami Dolphins and the 2-0 Cincinnati Bengals. It is a blackout here in rainy Paul Brown Stadium as the Bengals come out in front of their home crowd. Their third home game of the season so far. They have won their previous two, and they will be on the road for week 4 next week. The last time these teams met was in 2020 when the two teams tied. The Dolphins had the initial lead, but the Bengals came back, but there was no winner. Both teams have improved since then. The Bengals, now the defending Super Bowl champions, look to improve their winning streak to a whopping 21 games, as you see Joe Mixon on the screen there. Last week, 16 carries, 189 yards, 1 touchdown. He has 2 touchdowns on the season now. As the kickoff teams come out, newly acquired kicker Zane Gonzalez on to boot off the opening kickoff. Teams look ready, and this game is underway. Takes the ball short of the end zone, runs it out straight out, and will be short of the 25 to the 24-yard line. Out comes Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami offense. He's thrown 5 touchdowns so far this year, only 1 interception, nearing 600 yards, and pretty good completion percentage. Because the Bengals defense, the strength of his team, as Miller takes a snap, and it's a crossing route that is dropped and incomplete to start our ball game. So that brings out 2nd and 10, as you see the Dolphins starting lineup. Tua scans the field, takes the snap, dumps it out to his running back, who makes a man miss, and will get the first down up to the 40-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa to Matt Breida. Luke Wilson on the tackle. Looks to be another passing play. And it is. Another dump off to Breida, but this time he's going to be buried for a loss of 3. That's Logan Wilson on the tackle. So the Bengals, nice comeback after the first play they gave up. It's a handoff to Breida, and he's going to be well past the first down marker, up to the 43-yard line in enemy territory. A rush of 19 made, 1-man miss off the line, and that was that. So, 4 plays to start this ball game off. Matt Breida being the cornerstone of all of them, as that pass is incomplete. Plenty of time to throw. He dumps it out left to his receiver. Brings up a 3rd and 5 as he dives out of bounds. We'll see score some other games under kicker there. As Tua drops back, plenty of time to throw, almost hit as he throws. And that one will be incomplete, out of bounds. We'll bring up a 4th down, and the punt teams will have to come out. Bengals making a substitution now, as they always forget to do that before the start of every game, and they have their man back anyway. Javon Holland Oh no, they're bringing out the field goal team. This will be a 55-yard attempt. And the snap is up. And it has the distance, but it is wide right. So the kick by Gay is no good. And Bengals offense will come out, led by Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon. Burrow hands off to Mixon. Mixon makes a man miss. Has to go up the middle this time, and he's going to have a convoy all the way out into the end zone. So first play from scrimmage for the Bengals offense goes for a touchdown. Joe Mixon's 5th rush of over 20 yards this season and his 3rd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have a 6-0 lead pending the PAT. Joe Mixon made a man miss after the handoff. And just had one man to beat in the gap, and he beats him. That's the former Bengal Sean Williams. And the Bengals, good start to this ball game. Zane Gonzalez kick goes up and good. It was a 9-second drive for the Bengals, and the Dolphins will look to return and rebuttal. Zane Gonzalez on to boot it off. And here's another attempt for Miami. Returnable, and he's going to run it out. He tried to scan, but his blockers didn't hold up long enough, and he's going to be tackled past the 25 at the 28-yard line. So the Dolphins' drive last time stalled, and here they are. Attempt number 2. As this handoff is to Breida, and he's going to be up to the 30-yard line, brought down by a pack of Tigers. Carl Lawson with the credit for the tackle. Brings up a 2nd and 7 as the Dolphins try to get set. Tua saw something that he liked in the Bengals defense, and it works out for them as that's a gain of 7. Nearing a 1st down, it will bring up a 3rd and inches. Secondary presses. Tua in the backfield. Takes the snap. Plenty of time to throw, and he is jarred as he is hit, and that ball is going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th down. He tried to go to Breida up the middle, but unfortunately for the Dolphins, Wilson was right there, and he made the hit and jarred the ball loose as his punt will go into the end zone. It is a touchback, and the Bengals will take over at the 20-yard line. So Joe Mixon comes out after a 55-yard touchdown, and he will try to duplicate what he did the last drive, and that is a 1-play touchdown. As Joe Burrow scans the field. Joe Burrow steps up into the pocket, fires a laser to Goddard, who has the 1st down. That's a 13-yard gain up to the 33-yard line. And the Bengals have a new 7 downs. And Joe Burrow's going to fire this one, and it is caught by McAllister at the 30-yard line in enemy territory. What a throw by Burrow. That's a 37-yard reception. 37 yards on the fade route to McAllister. That's a over the shoulder catch. What a great catch by McAllister as you look at that one. Over the head of the defender. You see the upset Dolphins for that play. So 2 passing plays so far this drive. As here's your first run play of the drive. And Mixon tries to make a couple men miss, but he's ultimately brought down by the defense. And this quarter is nearing its expiration. As you see, the last play goes through a handoff to Joe Mixon, but he's going to be buried behind the line of scrimmage. They got him on the corner blitz, and that was well read by the defense. 7-0 our score here in Cincinnati after the end of the first quarter. So a third down for Joe Burrow. He's gonna roll out right. He's gonna fire it to Higgins, who has the ball inside the 10-yard line. For now, there is a flag on the play. It's a face mask that will go against the defense and will give the offense an extra 3 yards.
Automatic first down.
An automatic first down, as you hear the ref. So good completion from Burrow to Higgins. Add the face mask and you have some pretty damn good field position for the Bengals. As this handoff goes to Mixon, he breaks out of a couple tackles and he's into the end zone. His second touchdown of the game, on the third rush of the game. And it's a 13-0 score pending the PAT. 5:45 left in the quarter. Zane Gonzalez's kick is up and it is wide right, so the score remains 13-0. Great air attack on that last drive, finish it off with a power run by Joe Mixon, and you have yourselves a 2-score lead for the Bengals. As this one is a touchback. Wise comes out to the 25-yard line. Bengals look to be in man coverage for the first play of this drive. It's a handoff to Breida, who changes field and breaks out of a tackle and gets the first down. That's an 11-yard run. So he's averaging 10 yards a carry. And the Bengals will have to face a new set of downs for the Dolphins. It's a toss play to Breida, who goes to the outside, and this is just going to run out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, brings up a 2nd and 5. Tua gets his offense set. He drops back, takes the snap, drops back again. He had plenty of time to throw and takes advantage of it, and he's going to get a completion to the other side of the field at the 34-yard line. That's Devontae Parker. Tua takes the snap, plenty of time to throw, but the linebacker came in. That's Logan Wilson. That's his first sack of his career. So, for the third-year veteran, that's his first sack. He's been looking for that for quite a while. And he was able to shoot the gap as this ball is complete to the tight end. Brings up a 3rd and long. No one in the backfield with Tua. He's going to have plenty of time to throw. And he's going to get the first down to a slot receiver to the 21-yarder. This time a much closer 35-yarder, and he is up and good. So it brings the score out to 13-3, and the Dolphins are on the board. Return teams up. Hawk on to boot it off. Holland comes under it, and it's going to be returnable. He changes field, breaks out of a tackle, and he's going to draw a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask.
So give him extra yardage, another 15 yards on the return. And the Bengals will have it in good field position at their own 41-yard line. A minute 45 left. Let's see how the offense fares in these last minutes. It's going to be a laser caught tight window from Burrow to Goddard. And he has his completion. That's a gain of 7 on the play. And it's a high snap, hands off to Mixon. And Mixon shoots the gap and tries to break out of a tackle. He's going to be brought down at the 44-yard line in enemy territory. So the clock keeps ticking. No hurry up from the Bengals offense. We go in, less than a minute left in the half. It's going to be an out route, almost intercepted by the corner. Not a good decision by Burrow, but he lucked out, and the clock will stop after the incompletion. As it's a handoff up the middle, it's a draw play, late delayed handoff to Joe Mixon. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the play up to the 38-yard. Clock keeps ticking, 30 seconds left in the half. The laser jumped and batted down by the linebacker. So, let's see what decision Zach Taylor makes here with 26 seconds left in the half. He's going to bring out his kicker. Dolphins not too confident as they are in a punt return formation. Zane Gonzalez's kick is up, and it is through. It bounced off the net back into the playing field, but it is good as it went over the crossbar. And the Bengals increased their lead to 16-3, and the Dolphins will get the ball back before the end of the half. And this one is unreturnable as he's just going to take the knee in the end zone. Matt Breida averaging 9 yards a carry. Possibly the best showing that a running back has had against the Bengals in years, but the Dolphins aren't too keen on using him too much. And they find themselves down as this first handoff goes to Breida, and he's going to be well past the first down, and the Dolphins will take a timeout after Breida gets to the 39-yard line. 17 seconds left in the half. So the Dolphins trying to make some noise this half, as this ball is well complete to Devontae Parker. Up to the other side of the field in enemy territory to the 47-yard line. 11 seconds to go. Great protection for Tua. And this ball goes nowhere. He just throws it away out of bounds. So it brings up a second down, and the clock stops with 7 seconds left. So they try to take a shot downfield. It's an out route, and he's just going to be kept in bounds. But the Dolphins do call a timeout with 1 second left, and the Bengals are in prevent formation. Expecting a Hail Mary here. And it is a Hail Mary. And that ball is intercepted. That was Alexander. That's his second interception in 2 years, and we go to halftime. So not much doing there, but it will count in the stat book for Alexander. Bengals beating the Dolphins in both the pass and the run. And we have returned from halftime. It's the third quarter. Bengals set to receive the second half kickoff, and the second half is underway. Holland's gonna have to return this one, and he's past the 25. He's down the sideline. Made a man miss, but he went out of bounds ultimately and fell down at the 36-yard line. So out comes the offense, who has struggled this year, but has been fueled by some big plays thus far this game, and will try to capitalize on those opportunities that may come to them. Joe Mixon, 69 touchdowns thus far in his career. As Mixon fakes the handoff, and it's going to be caught downfield by Goddard as he slipped on the sideline, but we're going to have a flag here, and this play is coming back. So a good pass from Burrow to Goddard, but all for nothing, as the Bengals will be backed up to the 26-yard line, 1st and 20. It's a handoff up the middle. Great block by his tight end to spare him some room. It's going to be a gain of 5. fakes the handoff. It's a play action. And it's going to be bowl it down the field. And Boyd tried to catch it one-handed, but this ball is incomplete. Too much traffic for him. So it's going to look like the Bengals are going to have to pass on 3rd and 1. As Joe Burrow pummels his way through. He saw no one open, and he saw the hole collapse, and he just shot right through it, and he ran for the first down. Great job by Burrow to hold on to the ball there and truck his way through a couple Dolphins defenders and get the first down. So a new set of downs for the Bengals at the 50-yard line exactly. And Burrow has bailed out his offense. As this is a routine hand-up the middle to gain a 6. And Mixon is averaging 11 yards per carry after that 6-yard gain. Anderson in the game for McAllister now. McAllister takes the position of slot receiver. And this one's going to be a pass out to Rodney Anderson. And he has a convoy. Read his blocks well. Was able to cut to the outside after the short pass. And he has a gain up to the 23-yard line. Burrow takes the snap. He's going to dump it out to his tight end. His favorite tight end target this year, Dallas Goedert. It's only a gain of 1. And it brings up a 2nd and 9. As his handoff goes to Mixon. He tried to outrun the corner as he cut inside of him. But the corner was much too fast as he was short of the first down. It brings up a 3rd and 1. McAllister checks in for Mixon. McAllister takes the handoff. McAllister looks to be short of the first down, but let's see how they measure it here. It's going to be a 4th and inches, but Zach Taylor's going to keep his offense out there. Joe Mixon back in the game. Motions his tight end. Dolphins defense tries to get set. Great spin off the block by the Dolphins defender. He's going to be buried short of the first down. So no points come out of that drive, but it was a long one for the Bengals. And the Dolphins have taken over the 14-yard line, trailing by 13. It's a quick pass out. It's a fumble, technically, but he's able to recover it. Only a loss of 2 on the play. So disaster averted for the Dolphins. Holland was there to make the tackle. Breida takes the handoff, and he has his blockers and has a convoy leading. He has one man to beat. It's a foot race, and no one's gonna catch him. That is an 88-yard touchdown for the Dolphins. And this is a 1-score game now, 16-9 pending the PAT. So one of Breida's runs finally breaks through, and the Dolphins have themselves the first touchdown of the game. Their first touchdown of the game. This is a 16-10 ball game. Holland's gonna have to return this one. And he tried to change fields with the middle, but the blockers didn't read that well. And he's gonna stop short of the 25-yard line to the 23. Bengals offense comes out again. They had a good drive last time, but ultimately stalled out. Zach Taylor tried to keep his men on the field, but they were stopped short. They were denied on 4th and inches inside of the 20. As Rodney Anderson takes the first snap of the drive. He brings it up for a gain of 2 at 25-yard line, brought down by McMillan. 10 seconds left in the quarter. This will most likely be the last play, as Mixon has blockers. One man to beat. He sidesteps him and stiff arms, and he's brought down and carried to the 19-yard line. What a big gain for Cincinnati as this quarter has ended. 16-10 ball game going to the fourth quarter. Bengals lead. Bengals trying to get past to the 20-point mark for the first time this season. 16 points is how much they scored so far, as Mixon broke to the outside, broke a couple of tackles. They tried to push him out of bounds, but could not, as you see, he cut the corner right there, and that is a Bengals touchdown. That's Joe Mixon's 70th career rushing touchdown. So on the road to 100 for Mixon, he is one closer as he hits 70 and he's 30 away. And Zach Taylor's going to keep his offense out there. They're going to go for two. Try to make it a true two-score lead. As it's going to be a passing play. That's a slant route to Boyd. That is a completed two-point conversion. And brings the score up to 24-10. So it makes up for the missed PAT earlier. And the Bengals have themselves a 14-point lead with 5:55 left. So Mixon scored on the first play of the quarter. And they're going to have to return this one. He's up to the 25-yard line, same as a touchback, given the extra effort. Both teams try to get set. And Tua back to pass. And he had a man out right, but he was well out of bounds. If he had caught it in bounds, it would have been illegal touching anyway. So nice job by the Dolphins to save themselves a penalty. Brings up the 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. And Tua again to pass. And this ball is once again dropped by his receiver. That was Lions' intended receiver. Backup running back. Drops the ball and it brings up a 3rd down. And that's a run play. That was Breida coming off of his long run. But he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down. It will bring up a 4th and 3, but the offense stays out there. And so does the defense. Play action. Tua with plenty of time to throw. This ball was picked off. That's Jackson on the interception. Read well by the safety. That's his 2nd interception of the year. His first interception was a 106-yard touchdown return against the New England Patriots. Anderson in motion. Hands off to Mixon. Mixon reads his blockers well. And he shoots the gap up for a gain of 8 or 9. It's going to call a 2nd and 1 by the chain crew. So well inside of enemy territory, the Bengals have taken over. And it's going to be another run up the middle. Again, 9 again. Up to the 22-yard line and a new set of downs. Mixon is now past 500 yards on the season. So looking to be another great year for Mixon. As Joe Burrow fires a laser to Goddard. Goddard tries to chuck his way through it. It looks like he's going to be short of the 1st down, and he is. So 2nd and 1 at the 13-yard line. As Burrow sends Mixon in motion. Hands off to Anderson. Anderson has the 1st down and will try to get his way to the end zone, but he's going to be stopped short at the 4-yard line. So the drive continues with another new set of downs. Brings up a 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. As Burrow is back to throw, he scrambles. And he's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. It looked like he was trying to get in the end zone, but couldn't find his footing. And it's going to bring up the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals with a 2-score lead now. 24-10 ball game. and they will try to capitalize on the great field position that they were given on the interception. As it looked like Mixon hesitated there after the handoff, and he'd be buried in the line of scrimmage as his blockers didn't hold up long enough for him to find a hole. So it brings up a 3rd and goal at the 5-yard line. This drive has stalled so far. And the blitz comes, but he's going to have a wide open Higgins in the end zone. That's a Cincinnati touchdown. 30-10, pending the PAT inside of 2 minutes. Zane Gonzalez's PAT is up and good. It's a 31-10 ball game, the 4th Bengals touchdown of the game. Great completion from Burrow to Higgins. Nice 5-yard reception on the out route. Defense was well read by the receiver, as the return man Jefferson saw a block, tried to change field, but more Tigers were there to stop him at the 26-yard line. And the Dolphins will try to score for pride inside of 2 minutes now. This ball game is all but over with, as it's going to be a outside post route to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be run out of bounds at the 45-yard line, almost at the 50. As Tua drops back to pass again. Missed tackle by Wilson, and it's going to be more yards for the Dolphins up to the 49-yard line and enemy territory. And this ball is going to be well incomplete, well over the head of everyone, out of bounds. Minute 18 left now. Von Bell tackle on play 2 plays ago. And this one's going to be dropped and incomplete to Gesicki. He was wide open. And he's trying to bring up a 4th down, but the offense stays out there with a minute 14 left, trailing by 3 scores. Tua's going to have to pass it now. That ball is... He was hit as he caught it, but he was able to hold on. Holland on the hit, unable to jar it loose, and it's going to be a new set of downs for the Dolphins. Inside of 50 minutes, that ball is tapped, almost intercepted by a couple Tigers there, but ultimately incomplete, and a new chance for the Dolphins on this drive. 46 seconds left, 2nd and 10. Nice play, nice play by Breida. Makes a couple men miss, but he's going to be short of the 1st down. This handoff goes to Breida, and he's going to be buried short of the 1st down. Zach Taylor calls a timeout at 4th and inches. So defense with some trouble right now. As it's another handoff to Breida. Tried to bounce off his blocker, but looked like he was short, and he is. And the Bengals will come out in victory formation with 7 seconds left. Dolphins can't stop the clock if they desire to, but what's the point? As you see, Jacksonville has defeated the Kansas City Chiefs by a score of 24-21. This ball game is going to end with Cincinnati winning by a score of 31-10. So it was a 16-10 ball game going into the 4th quarter, but the Bengals dominated in the 4th quarter, scored 15 points, didn't allow any, and this ball game is over, with the Bengals moving on to 3-0. That's their 21st win in a row, going back to the 2021 week 1 of the 2021 season, and they are still defending World Series champions, and not World Series champions, Super Bowl champions, and they will look to break the Patriots record and go on to 22 straight games of victory. But until then, good night.